Well, today, if you notice, we are doing something very different than other normal ordinary. Of course, Claudia will be still with us, but we are doing something like a conference kind of things today. So women talking about menopause, we have been hearing this in the past few weeks from Claudia, touching on these sensitive topics. But do not afraid of the words. I'm also afraid of the words. But that's why we are here to get Claudia to help us to understand better on this experience for this menopause.
Yeah, so it's true that the word menopause can be triggering to some people. Well, some people can be very indifferent about it because they are not in that stage yet. But once you are nearing and you are experiencing it, okay, like what Laura said, it can be quite fearful, right? To accept that this is becoming a reality. All right, so not just only about women, today, I know, of course, the topic is about women and menopause, but we also need to touch a little bit about men as well. Right, so Laura, do you know there's such a thing such as a menopause for men?
Men also got menopause?
Yes.
Okay.
Right, for men,
interesting.
For men, of course, technically it should be menopause now because the word men, right? But scientifically it's called andropause. So for men, of course, the decline of hormones is not as drastic compared to women. Okay, women once when they start to in the perimordial stage, it will just decline very sharply. So for men, it's very gradual, right? According to statistics, okay, men will lose 1% of their testosterone from age 30 onwards. So 1% every year as they cross over 30 years old. All right, so once they are in their 60s or 70s, it will be close to 40% decline in their testosterone levels already. Yeah,
so this andropause things is actually for women is hot flush, and for men it's like sudden change in their characters, right? Personality, expressing change, or the minute he says, "Hi, I'm okay," but the other minute, did I say so? No, cannot.
Yeah. Okay. I think you are speaking from experience, right? So it's true, some people, it for a long time, okay, this guy has always been very steady, all right? You can predict his behavior. But suddenly there's a change in his personality that can become very extreme. One time can be very happy, after that can be moody, and can become very temperamental, all right, very unpredictable behavior. And sometimes they may want to dress up, okay, very bold colors, or they want to do something very youngish, all right, just to overcompensate for that lack of insecurity. So all these things, even with psychological, he is fine, but it's really just a change in hormones, all right, that drop very drastically with age.
Yeah, well, of course, not all the men we can tag them on this andropause kind of situation.
Correct.
Well, okay, so we hear a lot about this perimenopause and menopause. So actually, what are the differences?
All right, I'm glad that you asked. I'm sure there are people here on this call do not know the difference as well, right? Because you hear the word perimenopause and menopause so often that we often think that can be used interchangeably. Right, but in reality, both of them are very different. Okay, so perimenopause is a stage where a woman is entering into that hormonal change. It can happen as soon as your early 40s to 55 years old. So this is when the first hallmark of perimenopause is when your period becomes very regular. Right, so all these years your period has been very regular, but suddenly, very heavy flow. Then you will stop period for 1 or 2 months. Then heavy flow again. Then after that, spotting. Okay? So once you realize this irregular period pattern, you are already in the perimordial stage. But your ovaries, they still produce eggs. So as long as your eggs, you will still have period. Okay, so your eggs will still produce estrogen and progesterone. It's just that not every month you will ovulate, so that's why there will be, changes. But if you are in menopause, it means that your ovaries does not produce any more eggs. Okay, so if it does not produce any more eggs, means what? You will not have any period anymore. Okay, so and it has to be 12 months. Means 12 months consecutively, you totally have no period. Then only you can say you are menopause. All right. So as long as you still have some irregular menses here and there, you are not menopause yet. Okay, you're still in the perimenopause stage.
I see. So I hear some of the sharing from the leader. They say their menses come again after taking Enjuvenate. So means they are still considered under the perimenopause stage.
Yes, that's correct. All right. So as long as you still have a period, like I said, even though it's irregular, you are not menopause yet.
So the Enjuvenate can really help.
Yes. Okay.
To regulate.
Correct. Yes. So I think Laura brought up a really good point just now relating to our products. So it's true that because Enjuvenate does contain certain herbs, all right, and other components that do help to prolong, to not make you hit menopause so soon. All right, we want to try for you to have your period as often as you can. Yeah, so it does actually help in that aspect as well for women and for men also in terms of regulating their testosterone levels. Yeah,
I see. This is very interesting. Enjuvenate does helps in regulate your balance and balance your hormones. So when it comes to this stage, women often experience like hot flashes, mood swing, like excessive bleeding, and weight gain, especially. So what could be the reason that drives this factor?
Okay, I think that's a very good point also. Okay, I'm sure there are people in this call, okay, may have also been going through this and you find it very frustrating. Okay, why am I going through all these things? Why as a woman, okay, in some ways it's true lah, women are unfortunately, okay, we experience these symptoms a lot more frequently. All right, all of this have to do with the sharp decline in our hormones. So, estrogen is one of the main things that will decline over time. So, okay, hot flushes, for example. Once our body has very low estrogen, it will send a signal to our brain. Okay, our brain thermostat. Okay, our brain is a thermometer that sense whether our temperature is high or low. So once our estrogen level is low, it will set that thermostat haywire already. So it will mistakenly think that our body is very cold, So it will keep sending heat signals and make our body very hot. Yeah, but in reality, actually our body is totally fine. Okay, so this estrogen is very low. It will cause this thermostat and brain to go something wrong. So it will keep sending signal and you become very hot. All right, and you will also have night sweats. Okay, it gets very terrible. And estrogen is also very important for mood. All right, it helps to produce serotonin. So serotonin is this happy hormone that stabilizes our mood, okay, that gives us a happy outlook in life. So with those who have the decline in estrogen, it does that happen as well. Okay, so of course, when your estrogen go down, you don't ovulate. So if you don't ovulate, your uterus lining becomes very thick. So once it becomes very thick, right, you have no period. So this is when your progesterone don't have an opportunity to come out because your progesterone will come when there's period. So when this kind of irregularity happens, once you have a period, right, you'll be very heavy. Okay, everything from the uterus lining will come out, so you have heavy flow at one time. Okay, so all it has to do with this estrogen and progesterone relationship here, that we are seeing in women.
Well, it relates to the hot flashes that you mentioned, the thermometers in our bodies, those haywire. Well, the chlorophyll helps.
Oh, very good, Laura. Yeah, it's true. Okay, this chlorophyll actually does have some cooling properties. Okay, because we use chlorophyll is from plants, right? It does have antioxidative properties that does help to reduce the inflammation and also cooling properties to our body, right? So very beneficial for those who are having fever. Okay, if you just need something to cool your body down, chlorophyll is actually a really good alternative here. Yep.
Wow, thank you, Claudia. Well, I haven't heard a lot of this session. Never knew that both terms are same, but actually they carry different meanings.
Yeah,
perimenopause and menopause. Yeah.
Right.
So it is time for Q&A. So on hand, we have a number of questions already, which already we will go into the query first. So no worries for others that you can type up your questions in the live chat, and we will attend to it shortly. So the live chat the chat box is open, so you can throw in your question right now. So now, Claudia, here's the first questions. After being on puberty, right, I was able to lose weight.
Okay.
So, but not as quick or as much as I want to. So, what is the reason?
Okay, yeah. So this is actually a very common question. So thank you, Laura, for the first question. All right, first of all, I think we have to set certain expectation right first, okay, before we really go into considering whatever weight loss plan that we are going to embark on. Okay, first of all, everybody's body is different. We will take consideration of your own unique metabolism, your age, okay, your hormonal differences, and we tend to compare our weight loss results with someone else's. Okay, so for example, your body is just different, and we tend to compare with those who are losing 5 kg in a month or even 6 kg in a month. But for you, you are losing weight actually. You're just only losing 2 kg. But in reality, according to studies, they say if you can lose 0.5 kg to 1 kg a week, it's already considered good pacing weight loss. Okay, this is according to journals. Right?
Normal stage.
Correct. Do you know actually losing 1 kg is very difficult?
It's terrible,
right? So if you are losing 2 kg a month, and if you accumulate that in the 2 months, you're losing 4 kg in 2 months. That is equivalent to reducing one size of a pen size or even your clothes. So that's actually pretty significant. Alright, so and you also cannot compare with those who are younger than us, right? That can just straight away after they do whatever intervention, they can do so quickly. So even though you may just only be losing 1 kg or 2 kg, that is already weight loss there. Right? And I think we do not want to be too disheartened and give ourselves unrealistic expectation. And then after some time, okay, I give up. Then once you give up, you rebound. Then you get fat again. Then you start blaming that things don't work and okay, that this is a waste of time. So I think we have to set realistic expectations. You must know where you are, how your body works, and whatever progress you have, we stick on that. And of course, subsequently we'll go into certain areas that we can do to boost that up. Yeah, so I just want to give everyone an encouragement. If you're going through something, if you're not happy, okay, keep on it, all right? Keep a realistic viewpoint on your body and your metabolism. And definitely, if you are, there's just this soft spot, okay, once you're able to cross over that point, you'll be able to see the results that you're looking for. Yeah.
I believe it's the consistency or persistence in the person wills to change their body size, and all this can be eliminated quite easily because it's just matter of change the habit of your lifestyle.
Yeah.
And adapt to it. Right? Okay.
Yes.
So as we go through these changes, is there any particular area like liver or guts that play a role to slow down this process?
Yeah, so actually this is where I think this is where we are different because most people have a very simple-minded view of weight loss. Okay, for them, they will just think, okay, it's just calorie in and out, eat lesser, and that's just about it. Okay, but in reality, our body is so complicated. Okay, it makes up so many different systems, hormones, okay, that does play a part in weight loss also, okay, it's an entirety. So this is where we have to look at things holistically, okay? So there are other areas, in fact, main organs such as our liver. All right, our liver is the main detoxification site, okay? If there are a lot of toxin build up, okay, from food or environment or whatever, it will cause your body's metabolism to slow down, okay? And toxins will hold fat cells and make fat burning a lot more difficult. Not just only that, our liver is also the first place where our sugar will store glycogen. Right, so your liver health is very important because it will determine how quickly your body is able to metabolize sugar, how fast it's able to burn that off and process it in our body. Okay, so liver is very important as in some way for weight loss success. And also for the gut. Okay, I want to stress this because now there's a lot of development and science into gut health. That is an entire organ on its own that has tremendous potential for all kinds of health, mental, brain, anything, immunity, all such as gut, right? So now there are a lot of studies that also show certain bacterial strains that are very closely linked to our metabolism. Okay, in fact, our professor, Dr. Benjamin Bittman, okay, he did say that Biostaf S, there are certain fiber that helps to increase the thermogenesis of our body. Okay, and this is linked to it helps to activate certain good bacteria in our body. It helps to increase our metabolic rate. Alright, so there are more and more studies showing the relationship between fiber and increasing our metabolic rate as well. Okay, so our fibers is our gut is also a place where it stores a lot of waste and toxins. So it is really an important place that we have to consider. So in order for us to break through this, okay, we have many people coming to us with problems. Then the first thing I would recommend is definitely a clear start, because a clear start does help to clear your liver, your gut. So through there it helps to not a lot of things is able to flow once you have done a detoxification in both of these areas. Yeah.
So talking about clear start, what is the ideal time to repeat the cycle?
Okay, clear start actually best if you can do at least twice a year, right? If you can even do up to 3 times a year, right? So it's every 4 months, max out, then you do. Okay, that's because you really eat too much outside food already. All right, and we have so many festive seasons, so many birthdays. Okay,
And
plus time, right?
plus the digestive slow down.
Yes. Okay, imagine for those people who never done any detox, how many years, right? Our body is stuck there already. Yeah. So minimum is 2 times a year. Okay, you can do after Chinese New Year or something. Then you can do another one in the middle of the year. Right, so you can do like 2 times a year, depending on the time frame that you want to go for. Yeah.
I see. Just like a body overhaul kind of thing. You use the clear start to do the cleanse or overall for your body. So, okay, next question. I also have issues with the fat percentage. So the weight is going down, but the fat percentage seems to be taking a very long time, especially the visceral fats. So how can I reduce this?
Okay, yeah. So I'm sure that everyone on this call, I think the issue of fat percentage is not just only a struggle for those who are menopause. I think everyone actually does face this struggle in a way or another. Okay, so of course, first thing, if your weight is going down, definitely there's something has to go down also, because your weight don't just disappear like that. So either you are losing muscle mass, okay, that you are going through weight loss, but you're losing muscle, okay, but your fat is still there, all right, or you're losing some fat percentage, okay, but not as what you want to. Okay, so of course here we have to establish certain things. Hormone does play a very strong role. So if you're not going through any menopausal stage, then probably this will be easier for you. But for those who are your root cause is tied a lot to menopausal issue, then we have to solve the root cause now. Alright, which is the hormonal imbalance part. Okay, so like things that injuvenate, okay, these are things that may be able to help, okay, to regulate your hormone, okay, in that sense. Again, for those, if your root cause is really into that. Okay, but to reduce your fat percentage, okay, we have to pay attention to certain micronutrients. One of those things is protein. Okay, I spoke a lot about protein many times, because we just don't eat the right proportion, and the food out there are most of the time high in carbs. So the protein, especially clean protein, okay, because not all protein out there is clean, but I mean, they can be high in sugar, they be high fat, all right, that may not be suitable with our diet, and it may backfire also. Okay, so we need to have high quality protein, because our body takes a lot more calories to burn protein compared to burning carbohydrates, for example. So a good quality protein can really help to prevent muscle loss. So you don't want to lose your muscle when you're losing weight, but you're maintaining fat, right? When you burn it, so having more protein, because you burn more calories, you end up burning the fat more rather than losing the muscle. Okay, so prioritizing protein is one really good and important way. And another thing you can do, of course, do a clear start if you have not tried that. And also increasing your metabolism with pasta. I think that also help.
Oh, see, eat does help.
Yeah,
accelerate the
correct. Yeah.
So it's very, because of the contents of the shioka matcha.
Yeah, shioka matcha. Yeah, okay. I think you got me right.
Yeah, I like it because it makes me look younger.
Oh,
yeah. Very strong antioxidant, I do believe it. And okay, talking about the protein. So our company's soy protein, is it good?
Yes, actually the soy protein is very good, especially for women. Okay, because speaking about back to the hormonal issue, soy has this thing called phytoestrogen. They are basically plant-based estrogens. Okay, they are not as strong as human ones, but they do exhibit similar effects. So things like soy, campaign, those are food and protein. Soy protein especially, we think that's also a really good source for those for women, especially.
Yeah, I believe the extract of the soy protein in our products contains it does. You don't need to eat a lot of tempeh or tofu to get that quality.
Correct.
And it also goes to our LC vanilla. So that is a protein that we can mix for morning shake.
Correct. So LC vanilla, the protein content is slightly higher, and we don't use just soy, we use things like pea also. So and some whey. So the composition is slightly different. It will be less of the soy component, but it's really good for muscle, and if you are looking into increasing the metabolic rate, then probably LC vanilla will be.
Let's see. Yeah. So if you want to cut down the red meat or any meat because of the cholesterol concern, so our soy protein is another alternative way to go to it. Okay. Okay, next question. So I'm now find a lot of fat stuck together in the abdominal region. So is there any way that I can do to manage this?
Okay, this is another very common one. Everybody. Okay, other parts, but the most sensitive area is always the belly, correct? Okay, that's so okay, belly fat, of course, then again I have to highlight for women, especially when you have very low estrogen. Okay, this is where your body just will not metabolize things the same. Okay, because estrogen will influence how quickly your body can will store the sugar as such and fat into your body. So once you have low estrogen, this mechanism is a bit distorted. So you just tend to store more fat. Yeah, your sugar will become glycogen more easier instead also. Okay, and strangely enough, all the fats that's in your hips, okay, or in your lower region will all go to the fat. Go to the belly. That's just how it is. Okay, so of course there's something that you can do lah. Doesn't mean that okay after that you just give up straight away. Okay, the things that you can do, but your expectation that be realistic. That you have to say this again.
Yeah.
Okay, many times people when they talk about losing the belly fat, they always have the expectation of celebrities, like those who are very lean in the gym. Okay, there are things that people don't tell you. Okay, to lose. Okay, there are no such thing as just spot reduction on a particular area. Okay, bad news or good news, okay, but after verification with scientific journals, unfortunately, in order for you to go, because the fat is the last place our body will use that as an energy source. It's the last place because it's the most difficult. So first, you have to lose your weight first, then you lose your fat percentage. So once you lose your fat percentage, eventually you will also lose your visceral fat and your fatty fat. Okay, so once you are on the right track of weight loss, eventually you will get into really using the fat. Okay, so especially the abdominal region, that will be the last. Okay, so for example, for you to do that, like I said, the principle they don't differ that much. Okay, if you want to hit a specific goal or weight, then you have to take. I mean, of course, yes, that the feel great does give you the liberty to eat whatever you want. That's true. Okay, but if you are aiming for a goal, and like for example, there's a wedding coming on, you want to feel the dress, then probably you have to pay a bit more attention to the type of food you eat because you can get to your goal a lot faster. So you can still eat one meal outside, no problem, but your dinner, okay, you eat a bit more cleaner. All right, so like you eat cleaner meals tonight, okay, like veggie, or you can prepare your own food on the side. Then that will probably, and especially if you eat lesser, then you can burn even more the next day, 16 hours. Okay, so likely that will bring even greater results to that. Okay, so and okay, for you, if you really want a really good fat percentage, so you may have to do a bit of exercise also, like alright. But just to let you know, no matter what, also you cannot be like those celebrities. Okay, they only show you on days they are on the poster. Okay, but these celebrities, they don't show you on days that they also, because unless you have really good genes, okay, really good genes, only because I've done this talk before, where I showed different type of body fat, correct, with the type of fat percentage. 25, like for example, 21, 22 is already considered very good fat percentage. So like those who watch Bot's app, your fat percentage will be 17-18%. So for you to get there, right, actually you can eat very little one, okay, like, and it's unsustainable, and you just cannot do that for long.
It seems like you have to block your mind towards the food outside.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
But you're actually living in the world.
Correct. So there's some people after they achieve that way, they got watch Bot's app, but then they will rebound. People don't show you that. That's the thing. Okay, it's very hard to maintain that unless you live in gym, something like that.
Yeah, that takes a lot of great will, to achieve that. It's not easy. Of course, celebrities, they got money, they can hire the PA at the back, just to take one pictures, and they took how long, right? To get to the stage. I see. So we are just commoners, so
Commoner.
normal people, right? So we all love food. Okay, so next question. Is there any nutrition or food that we can eat as women entering this phase?
Oh yeah, actually there is. Okay, so women, especially if you are in the menopausal stage, there are certain food that you should eat more. Okay, but because it can help to regulate your estrogen and testosterone. So number one, like I mentioned, the phytoestrogens, things like soy, tempeh, tofu, edamame, miso. Okay, those great, those beans, legumes, those are really good that you can fry.
Cabbage.
Okay, cabbage is another category. Okay, so cruciferous vegetables, we talk about like broccoli, cabbage, spinach, kale. You should take at least one of these food in meal. So for example, like afternoon you take cabbage and then night you take like broccoli, for example, cauliflower. Right? Because all these cruciferous vegetables, right, they have a specific component that does help to regulate women. I think for men also do. And they help to detoxify the liver also. All these cruciferous vegetables.
What about the goodness of we can find from the seeds like flax seeds,
correct,
chia seeds.
Yes.
Pumpkin seed.
Flax seed, especially flax seed. Okay, flax seed is high in estrogen actually, phytoestrogen. Okay, flax seed, sesame seed. Okay, these two, sunflower seed, pumpkin seed. Yes, zinc. Okay, and you also need some other component. Our body also need other nutrients to produce and to use estrogen. So vitamin D is one of them. Okay, and vitamin B. So good supplements to incorporate chlorspirulina. Okay, okay, 2.0. Because there is vitamin B, there's iron, there's zinc. Okay, that does help women to utilize that better. And also bone fortify is great because women, especially during menopause, you will have a lot lower calcium stores. So I think bone fortify is also really good to see. Okay, so for men, since you did mention a bit about men, I also want to make a point to say that there are other foods that men can take. So men and women is different because phytoestrogen is more for women. So men, you have to boost more your testosterone. So men is zinc. Okay, you need to look into oysters. Okay, first
seafood.
Yeah, seafood. Omega-3 fatty fish. Okay, not asking you to take a load of seafood.
Yeah. Too much later, the cholesterol will be next issue already.
Okay, so things like pumpkin seed is actually very good for them actually.
How about the superfood like steamed pumpkin, sweet potatoes?
Sweet potato also, yeah. Correct. Yeah. So men more on the meat side lah, protein, local zinc, vitamin D, vitamin, all this, they do have a bit of cost to work.
Yeah. So for the health of the body's sake, sometimes we just have to sacrifice some things to justify the meal that we eat is what you are today. So I do believe that words.
Okay, and of course, if you are, if you can actually enjuvenate, it's another good thing that you can enjuvenate. Have you tried enjuvenate or not?
No, but yes, I tried enjuvenate before. This enjuvenate, the moment I drink it, I feel my whole body is very tingling and very tired, and I just want to immediately lay down. Yeah. Within that 1 hour.
So it promotes good sleep, right?
Yes, it does promote good sleep. And the next day, I can wake up and like people say, you can kill 10 cows. Yeah, you can fight with a tiger. There's so much of energy.
Yes.
And carries on until second day. Yeah, I do experience that.
Yeah. So many people after taking rejuvenate, they always come back, right? Because it does help, also make them younger.
Yeah, of course, the product is not meant for every day.
Yeah, it's not meant for every day.
Yeah, it's alternate day or you take it as you need it. Okay, next question. Are there any additional booster we can take to accelerate this as a woman or man stagnant?
Okay, yeah, there are additional boosters, so depending what you're looking for. So if hormonal issue is your underlying problem, okay, like for example, if you just hit a certain age, no matter what you do, it's just so hard to go down. Few things you need to try first. Number one, face that. Okay, if you have not, you must try that. Must. Okay. So unless you go through that, still, like something's still not really right, yeah, still not hitting that. So if if you identify it's really a hormonal problem, then rejuvenate probably is the way to go. Okay, then you can take that, you have to regulate that hormone. So once that is regulated, then of course, some of the foods that we suggested earlier, okay, that can also help in really just, overcoming the issue. So likely from there, you will start to see some results. So if your issue is more on just a slow metabolic rate, okay, some people that just have slow metabolism in general, so there are other things that you can boost. So one of the things is fast life tea, like green tea, especially serotonin grade, high quality ones. They are studied to show that it can increase the mitochondrial activity in cells. Okay, basically it's like a battery for the cell. So it can have the power that, okay, things like turmeric also is really good for that as well. Yeah,
turmeric, that have the element of the anti-inflammatory.
Correct, correct. And some nutrition deficiency, okay, people are just not eating very healthy, always eating out, and just not having a good diet in general. Process these and break down these nutrients will be very helpful as well. Okay, yeah. So there are so many recommendations, right? Then of course, in terms of really just macronutrient, then I think protein. Yeah, protein is another very important thing that can consider, like our soy protein and healthy formula. I think they are just really great alternative. They can be breakfast, and they can really help to also cut down unnecessary calories. Yeah, in the weight loss.
Great. So I believe we have learned quite a few of these tips from Claudia, and we have let me just summarize up the products that we mentioned. First is the Engineate, which helps balance the hormones, yeah, and then help you to ease the process more easy way.
Yeah.
And soy protein, okay, I heard that this soy protein is really good. One of the testimony I hear is from our Penang leaders. She don't have any worries about the menopause thing, because she said soy protein is so good, it helps her without feeling anything about menopause.
Means don't have the symptom.
Yeah, no symptom at all. This soy protein, she really believed these soy proteins. So she took a lot together with our calcium, magnesium.
Oh yeah, actually that's a great. That should be the way lah.
And
for women.
omega.
One is at the side also.
So and apart of that, to accelerate the effects, of course, we're still not forgetting the Bio's Life E, which is having the high Chioka matcha, make you younger. Right? And the spirulina, right, for the nutrition balance. Right. So men go for the seafood. So let us take any questions from the live chat here. So no questions, right?
We wait for a while lah.
Oh, we wait for a while.
Time, right?
Okay, give you 1 minute to type your questions. Yeah.
Is it because I think our Q&A is also got okay. We want to have a look at the Q&A. I think there's something to share. You can, yeah.
We have a comment from Lisa. Not so clear the sound, as I feel you didn't use mic. Which one? Me or Claudia? Anyone? Okay, next question from Sun An. Yerba mate tea helps with menstruations?
Yerba mate tea. I don't think so, because yerba mate tea is more the direction of development of science as the moment is really more towards community health, metabolism. I've yet to see something that has to do with hormonal balance, okay, but what it does do is more towards really helping to increase human growth hormone. Indirectly, I suppose, okay, it helps to increase our human growth hormone, especially at night, okay, help to increase our fat burning capacity. So more towards increasing our metabolic rate and decreasing our satiety. So this is the thing that it just helps to boost more on our metabolism and the cognitive aspect. Yeah, but hormones, not at the moment.
So no, there's no evidence from the yerba mate tea that has a direct impact on the hormone issues. Yeah. So still our Engineate carries the important factors that can help your human growth hormones to repair during sleep. That's why when you take Engineate, you have to go to the sleep. All right, next, questions from Akata. Omega-3 is no more available in Malaysia.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, we are working towards bringing we are trying our best, okay, to bring the Singapore one. So we are in the midst of doing registration, okay, trying to negotiate, okay, this is what our R&D team is trying to do. So of course, yeah, we do realize that we also think about all of you, all right, Malaysians, okay. So yeah, praying hard, okay, praying hard and pushing hard that we can get that in.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, next, Lisa. Okay, got echo, Lisa. Thank you. Also, all the products are made from Malaysian factories or US? Of course, it's US.
Yeah.
We have a factory in US. Do you know that? A big factory. If you go to University International website, you see their news. You can see they put a lot of pictures there about the and new locations.
Yeah, Las Vegas.
Very good facilities, R&D. Yeah, it's all purely made in US. Do not worry.
Yes,
It's all fully imported. Yes. Next.
Let's see.
No questions yet.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, one more minute. Okay, we can take on another question. Okay. So initially we thought that we're gonna take a lot of time. But okay, looks like we still have spare time with this. So Laura, what do you think, now you are into this perimenopause stage, So yeah, so what are your thoughts on that? How's your experience in this?
In a way, you're almost revealing my age. Okay, yeah, well, I'm not afraid of it. Menopause, it sounds nothing to me. I mean, when people talk about menopause in the past years, but the moment you start to have symptoms and you will start to puzzle yourself, hey, come on, is it normal? Then you keep like asking doctor, is this normal when I have this and this? Doctor say, no worry. The more question you ask doctor will be more happy to answer you because why? Services. It's not come with the free. So doctor will always give their professional way of answering, and they will not give you any suggestion on the supplements or anything else because they do not believe, like especially the supplements things, they believe what is in the clinical study.
Yeah, so this is where I think that sometimes there's a bit of a shortfall because
So just chill and not to worry about
because the thing, I think a lot of women, when they enter into this stage, they just don't know what to do. Okay, and they don't know like what food they can take and what nutrition they can take to actually help them to ease them into this stage. Okay, that's the reason why I'm asking you this. Not to review your age, don't worry, okay? Okay, asking you this so they can share with the audience your experience, the symptoms, all right? So I'm speaking more from this perspective of nutrition because I think that the public don't know about this. Okay, and once they're going through this and they're having all these symptoms, they feel like they have to accept it as it is. Oh my gosh, then they're in despair and very anxious, but actually you can still take control right now. All right.
Yes, and you can control of your mood, how you want to carry it in your day. Okay, so okay, we have comment from Kelly, PCN Kelly. I don't know what to ask coming from a man. Well, you do have your uncle around you, do you? Okay, then never mind. Maybe next round you have another question for us. Okay, we have questions from Ivory. So have been taking Fury for 2 months and increasing intake of water to 4.5 liter, but still having indigestion issue. Can you advise that? Also, body are feeling aching pains.
Oh yeah. Does this kind of syndrome. So this is actually quite complicated to treat. I think from what I've spoken to her also, I know that she's also having a hard time, okay, having to manage this thing. So okay, also the things you can do is that, of course, I think Oxygen B plus is actually very good in this respect.
Oxygen,
yes, correct, very good. It's I actually took a look at because we haven't really been talking about this product for some time. So after revisiting the nutrition facts, I realized that it's actually really good. It has a lot of enzymes. Okay, not just protein, but from kiwi, from all kinds, and it's a very well-rounded supplement that's not talked about often. So especially those who have IBS symptoms, right? They cannot really eat anything on it because their body can very easily be triggered. So they have to take things that can help to assimilate their digestion problem. So things like the enzymes can be very helpful, okay, to relieve some of that gas problem and even some stomach pain, okay, or after eating, they just feel like the food is not going into the stomach. So I think that taking Oxygen, I think the way to take is depends, okay, it could be one or two capsules before food. Okay, like for example, if you're taking your Life S, okay, your whatever, then as you drink your Life S, you can take your enzyme already. So you can take that for lunch and dinner. Yeah, so you can try that and see.
One each?
Yeah, you can even increase up to 2.
2.
Yes. I think the direction not mistaken is 2. If not mistaken, yeah.
I see.
Yeah, but you can depends on the kind of meal. If you're going to take a big meal, especially a heavy meal, then you can take 2. Yeah, but if not, you can do 1.
Okay, let's go to the next last question because of time constraint. So, what products in Unicity could help reducing menstruation pain?
Oh, okay, having period pains, is it? Oh, okay. May I know this person?
This is from Jennifer Neo.
Oh, Jennifer Neo. Okay. Okay, so now you're having period pains, is it? Or maybe could be due to that phase. Direct supplement wise, the thing that I can advise is Rejuvenate really. Okay, you can try to take that as you try to regulate your hormones because many times when it comes to menstrual pains, it's directly related to hormones. So the most direct supplement that I can recommend you is Rejuvenate this point of time. Okay, try to take this 1 sachet every other day. You can maybe start with 2 sachets a week, or up to even 3 sachets a week, and you space them out. And from there, you just continue to observe to see how it goes. Or occasionally, you can even try a cleansing. Okay, cleanse of 30. If you've not done any detox for some time, you can do detox to see how it goes. It may actually help to regulate the hormones also in that sense.
Yeah, so I think other than the supplements, the normal things for women especially, it's better to take more warm drink than a cold drink.
Yeah, actually, yes, it's true. Yeah,
Okay.
because
Okay, so Agatha, we have one last question from you, yeah? So for menopause, we suggest to take soy protein and camel in Malaysia, right?
yes,
Can take soy protein daily,
yes,
but we don't have Rejuvenate in Malaysia.
yeah.
You have to get it from Singapore.
Yeah, to take from if you are having any friends or you are traveling to Singapore, then
That's the only choice, Agatha. I'm so sorry.
okay. So I think we are coming to the end.
So Jennifer is asking because her friends they're keep constantly taking the painkillers. Painkiller. Okay, so I guess that's all for tonight. Thank you for all your questions and you spend your time with us tonight for almost 45 minutes. And so that do you want to say anything?
Okay, so thank you so much everybody for attending. We hope that the questions said today has answered some of your
doubts and clear your questions. So if you have any more questions, you can feel free to just throw your questions to our customer service teams, and they will be more than happy to forward that questions to Claudia. All right?
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your time. Night. See you next time.